Alright guys, welcome back to the Beggars Canyon Boys. This is episode 36. I'm 99% sure that it's episode 36. And we're continuing our journey through George Lucas's wonderful universe that he created oh so long ago.
Wow.
In a state not far away. This state.
Yeah, I was
California.
going to say, the very one we sit in.
But today we're continuing the Clone Wars animated series.
By the way, sorry to interrupt, but since you brought that up, do you think he's in the state right now? I mean, I feel like that's likely, right?
Yeah, it is likely. I mean, his house is here. Mm-hmm. He was at San Diego Comic-Con a couple weeks ago.
When is that museum opening again? Maybe he's
next year, I think.
Okay. Could be doing stuff there, working on it.
Hard to pin these guys down, though, because, he could be private jetting around to going to Tokyo one day, Milan the next.
Is there a Lucas tracker like there is for, like, other high-status folks?
Like Taylor Swift's
yeah.
flight logs.
I want to see where George Lucas is going.
He's older now. He probably likes to just chill out. He doesn't have to do anything, but he is building a whole museum right now, so he is doing stuff.
Maybe the world's a little more magical than you think, and he's got a special spaceship that takes him to Tatooine, and that's where he likes to spend his days.
Why would he want to go to Tatooine?
Well, I guess there's cool. Coruscant would be cool.
Yeah. Naboo, man.
Okay, yeah, sure, Naboo.
Just seems really nice there.
Mustafar.
Yeah,
Mustafar.
Yeah.
Get a little tan there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. You just reminded me of some funny... in like novels and other material outside of the movies, they often try to justify things that don't quite make sense, like in the reality of just the movies. And one of them is like, there's only a 19-year gap between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. Why is Obi-Wan like so much older in the first movie? And I've seen this now like 2 or 3 times where it's made reference to like, some say Tatooine, the sons of Tatooine age you at twice the speed.
Wow.
Or whatever. Stuff like that.
Wow, so like Aunt Peru and Uncle Owen were pretty young.
I mean, they were young at the end of Revenge of the Sith when they got Luke.
They're like babies then.
Yeah. So, and it's not even necessarily made in direct reference to Obi-Wan, but that's like why they're saying that.
Yeah. That's a whatever. Timeline stuff, I'm like, I can really care less about,
I mean, it's just logistics with like actors and things like that too. It's like not that big of a deal, but it is funny to see like people try and justify things. It's kind of like improv.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Well, anything else up top before we get into today's subject?
No.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, today, as I was saying before, I got really rudely interrupted by Ryan.
Wow.
No.
Okay, whoa. That's more rude than anything I've ever done to you.
Or me getting close. Hey, I'm not going to touch you.
That could be considered battery in some states.
Me doing this. I don't know if it could.
Is that recording?
It's on. Yeah, it is actually. I think that helps me.
Oh, really?
But, yeah.
Difference between battery and assault. Tell me.
I don't know.
Battery is the threat of it, and assault is the actual act of it.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You committed battery against me.
I wasn't threatening you, though.
Oh, really?
Okay.
This could be the whole podcast, so I'm gonna put a pin in it and drop it and let you move on.
Look, I know you're all well acquainted with the law and everything, but
just know this could have gone a very different direction today.
Okay. Well,
and if I was... No, I won't. Sorry.
No, what? What?
If I had a lightsaber on me? Just think.
Well, if you had one on you, I'd probably have one on me, too.
Okay, well. Sort of be
Probably.
like quicker on the draw, though. I think I would be.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
you think that?
Mhm.
Well, I would conceal mine and step back into the fog.
I would use a force move to get rid of the mist and fog,
Hmm.
as we saw today.
Yeah. Well, I was also doing an as we saw today.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Yeah, so today we are talking about 3 episodes from season 1 of the Clone Wars show, episodes 7, 8, and 9, I believe. Or are they 8, 9, and 10? Let me check. No, they are definitely 8, 9, and 10. Yes.
You just wanted to say 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, 6, 7,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No, they're 8, 9, and 10. We've got the Bombad Jedi.
Whoa.
We've got Cloak of Deception. And we've
Whoa.
got Lair of Grievous. Now, these all kind of are standalone episodes, but really they do have a through line going through them. It is somewhat of a 3-episode arc.
It's kind of like Capture the Gunray. These episodes.
Gunray, yeah.
Oh, is it Gunray, not Gungray? I was like, it can't be Gunray because that's just like Gunray.
Yeah,
You know? But I guess it is.
It is, but the Gungans, that's probably what you're thinking
Maybe.
of too.
Mm-hmm.
Newt Gunray.
Newt Gunray, yeah. Back again.
Of the Trade Federation. Yes, back again. Once again, obsessed with killing Padme. As we've seen since the Attack of the Clones movie. He's so angry from the Phantom Menace that all he wants to do is kill Padme. So yeah, we have Bombad Jedi, Cloak of Deception, and Lair of Grievous, which is probably the fan favorite episode of season 1.
Whoa, okay.
Not sure if it's... I think there's one more episode in season 1 that I might slightly prefer, personally, but I do think this one's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, what did you think overall, or would you rather just go episode by episode?
We can go episode by episode, probably better, but I mean, overall, these are good. This is a good storyline. I like this first episode a lot too, honestly.
Really?
I hate to say it. I'm like, I did not want to enjoy my time with Jar Jar Binks, but he was getting a little corner smile out of me here every now and then here.
Okay.
I was like, okay, like this is the plot that feels good for Jar Jar. You know, like,
yeah.
It's very silly, goofy. Like everyone thinks there's a Jedi. So, and he's like just parading around, pretending / goofing like one. It's like, yeah, that's kind of like a good Jar Jar task. And I also like that I feel like they have knowledge now that people don't really like Jar Jar. So I feel like they were using him very carefully and intentionally. And maybe I'm overthinking it, but it seemed they were making a lot of jokes about him dying.
Yes.
Which is kind of funny. And I think they know people think that's funny because people didn't really like Jar Jar.
Kind of want him to die.
Yeah. I had a second point, but I forget what it was. But yeah.
Well, I mean, I do agree with you, at least in terms of it being like a good story for Jar Jar, like a little... There's lots of like Charlie Chaplin like mistakes leading into like physical comedy, Rube Goldberg effect things, like chain reaction things.
Yeah. Wait, sorry, that's what I was gonna say also. Just that like in the world, like Padme at least, you know, our main character really in this, aside from Jar Jar and C-3PO, treats Jar Jar like he's an idiot already. And like super incompetent. Which is like, good, okay. Like at least we're not like uplifting a moron and like killing the other character's characterization because of it.
Don't really understand why they brought him along in the first place, but
that's true.
Once he is there, she tells him like, stay on the ship with C-3PO.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well...
Me's a negotiator, though.
Well, you know how 3PO is always getting into trouble. So yeah, the plot of this one is that they go to Rhodia. I think this is our first time seeing Rhodia.
Yeah, which is also awesome because I think if you recall last episode, I was name dropping some of the alien species I just know off the bat, and the Rhodians were one of them.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
I recognize a Rhodian, so it's cool to go to their planet.
And we got to see like a smart um, you know, well, he makes like a bad choice, I guess. But the main Rhodian guy, the senator Anaconda, I think his name's Anaconda, like anaconda, but with an A. Anaconda Farr. Yeah,
Or to Padme, Uncle.
yeah. Uncle Farr,
Yeah.
Uncle Anaconda, I forget. But
Also, I wouldn't say he makes like. I mean, I guess like he does kind of make the bad decision because he sides with someone who's likely to betray him and then is going to betray him. But the reason he does it like makes sense to me at
oh,
least.
absolutely, yeah. Um, but I guess I think it's cool to see a Rhodian like acting like this, and I guess it's kind of similar to how we saw the Toydarian in the Yoda episode be like competent and smart.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I think it's nice to show. I don't know. Sounds a little woke of me, I guess, but to show that like the whole species isn't like really stupid and greedy and cowardly, like because like Watto or why am I blank? Greedo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, but yeah. Anyway.
Although it was funny that there were moments where it was like the two Rhodians speaking with each other, and one would speak in their language to the uncle guy,
Mhm.
and then he would speak back in English,
Yeah.
like translating it, like almost like talking to Scooby Doo, and you're like, "Oh, Scooby, you're saying to go do," like putting it in the sentence so the audience knows.
Yeah, or like R2 and Chewbacca.
Yes,
like that
yeah.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
It was very
yeah,
funny.
that was funny.
I was like, they're in a private moment. Like, why not just have them both speak the basic language, or just subtitle it and have them both speak the road? I was like, was there something previous that they like tied themselves up with so they couldn't do any other option but that? But then I don't know, it was weird.
I don't think so. I think they just decided to do that, I guess.
Yeah. Just got me thinking about it for a moment. I was like, oh, interesting.
I was thinking about that too. But yeah, Padme comes here initially because she has like a previous relationship with this senator and they need like aid and relief from the Republic because their planet is starving and
But wait, am I wrong, or do they not just go initially to double check and confirm the planet's loyalty, and then they're like, "Hey, you guys, we've like been asking for help, and you guys do nothing." For
yeah.
us. Or did because I don't remember exactly in the beginning, but I thought it was that. I thought they were.
No, you're right. I mean, they just are trying to keep his allegiance to the Republic
Yeah.
because they fear that he's waning.
I just remember because the reasoning was like kind of like, oh,
Yeah.
hmm.
And the politics of it are pretty yucky because Padme is like, well, we have like you have to just trust us. Like it's gonna be voted on and blah blah blah. And he's like, I can't wait for you guys to like go through all the bureaucratic processes and stuff because
Yeah.
my people are dying right
It sounds
now."
like he already had waited, like because they said the vote was delayed and everything.
Right.
So
And she's all like, yeah, I know the vote was delayed, but you have to just have faith. And then I don't know. He's made a deal with the separatists because they, are going to provide food and supplies right away.
I wonder what they eat.
What Rhodians eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Blue milk.
Every time I've seen Star Wars food, it's absolutely disgusting.
Oh, well, you didn't like the what is it? No, not Dagannoth. Dagannoth pie?
Oh, Dianoga pie.
Dianoga pie, yeah.
No, bro. The Dianoga is the worm in the trash compactor.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to eat that.
Yeah, you're right. I haven't seen anything from Star Wars that looks appetizing yet.
Mm-mm.
What is there like a Star Wars food that I've not encountered yet that is the most popular Star Wars food? I've seen like Baby Yoda blue macaroons or whatever.
Yeah, he like eats these frogs that
Oh.
are kind of represented as that in like at Disneyland or whatever.
Okay.
The one thing I'm thinking of, there's some food specific close up in the first of the sequel Disney movies, but it's also not very appetizing. It's not disgusting, but it's very much like a sustenance pack type of like thing.
Oh,
And then
interesting.
Luke on Dagobah has like protein sticks that look just like beef jerky or what, like Slim Jims pretty much, or sausages, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we need to freeze frame on Bespin when they open the door and Darth Vader's there with Boba
Yeah.
Fett, because that had like a nice dinner layout going on.
Yeah.
Maybe that was some appetizing
I
food
wonder,
there.
dude. Someone's out there has to have curated a Star Wars menu that is just things plucked from the movies, films, and probably books and comics.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure they have. I mean, and they sell like Star Wars cookbooks and stuff like that.
Yes, but what I want is something that is not like this is Star Wars inspired.
Right.
Like make your Yoda meat pie. I want like this is something we saw in the
Yes.
films, and this is like what it would be. You know.
I agree with you. But do you remember in the big Starklighter comics we were reading, some pretty disgusting food in that? If you remember the dinner at the Lars homestead, there was this roast beef looking thing that looked repulsive. And then when he's on the Yavin base, he like is eating like this giant shrimp that looks gross.
That sounds
too.
good.
Looks pretty gross to
Yeah.
me. But anywho, yeah, I wonder what the Rhodians eat.
Yeah.
But you know, essentially the
Gravel. It's like, yeah, we can get you guys gravel. No, sorry.
like you guys can't just find that on your planet.
Yeah.
It looks like a really nice planet, by the way, too. Like super tropical, and they live inside this beautiful domed city.
The
Like,
color scheme of the whole episode because of their planet was cool. I liked it a lot.
I agree. But really, the deal is to give Padme over to Newt Gunray, but then he's like, I'm going to execute her. And then Uncle Ono is like, no, you can't execute her.
By the way, it's so cool watching, and I know I've dissed on the animation a little bit, and I still don't really like it, but it's cool just seeing what animators try to do with like showcasing emotion and everything to the audience, and especially so when it's like alien and foreign characters like this, because like in that moment, like they show the regret in his eyes, but like he has like crazy like eyes that look like galaxies.
Yes,
almost.
yeah.
But you still kind of see it there, and it looks really cool.
His eyes look awesome,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Yeah, the animation is still in its like kind of early. It's still pretty jerky a lot of times. The motion is weird, and like yeah, the facial expressions. Just gotta wait. I could close the door, but it's so
The
hot.
breeze is really
Yeah,
nice.
I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, so essentially Jar Jar pretends to be a Jedi and tries to save Padme. Really, she saves herself, but he befriends a giant sea worm, and
Yeah.
that guy comes out and kills all the droids at the end. So
See, this is why I think this is just a fun, silly little goofy episode. It like works well as a cartoon episode. Like it's just
Yeah.
a fun cartoon. Has fun little callbacks like him training or alleging himself with that swamp creature is a callback to the joke he makes in the beginning about like being a diplomat there and like trying to talk to the swamp people. Just silly fun, and then like that's fine. Like
yeah,
Jar
yeah.
Jar is good. Like Jar Jar's annoying when you want to pay attention to like serious plot stuff and like focus on like characterization and whatnot. But if you just want a silly little, like I said, slapstick Chaplin-esque Jar Jar romp, this is the episode.
And I actually laughed when they crushed the ship with the big magnet. Like that got a genuine, not
Yeah.
like a huge belly laugh, but like I laughed a little bit.
Yeah.
It was very like abrupt and forceful and shown in a funny way in the episode, I think. Yeah, there's this part where Jar Jar's like falling into the controls of a magnet that's, sucking C-3PO up and all the other droids up, and then it crushes their ship. Funny detail though, he finds this Jedi robe on Padme's ship, and him and C-3PO are like, whose could this be? And it's like, well, it's Anakin's. Gotta be Anakin's.
I didn't
robe.
even think about it. Oh my!
I mean, that's just a fun little detail, I think.
I was gonna ask you. I was like, man, I wonder if there's some deeper lore to that than that. But yeah,
Nah, they're
really easy connection there.
probably just hanging out on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Padme is pretty solid in this episode too, I would say. Very competent and like intelligent, even though her politics are a little messed up, I
Yeah.
think. But that is kind of her character, is just having like really solid trust in the system of the Republic and stuff.
She does a very her the little escape she does in this also was reminding me of two comic incidents. And the first one, Storm, just in the X-Men, is like always, since she was a thief, like lock picking her way out of her little thing. And I thought Padme's little like device to do that was pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
But then the second is, have you ever read like the Ultimate Fantastic Four Marvel Zombies like tie-in stuff, the
Yes.
Dead Days?
Yeah.
It like the trick the zombie Reed Richards plays on the Ultimate Universe one, where they like click a pen, Invisible Woman turns invisible, and they just like convince them that they created a teleporter out of the pen and like left the cage. So then they open the cage and then escapes.
Yeah.
She basically does the same thing with the droid, so it reminded me of it. And I was like,
right.
oh,
You're right.
Interesting, yeah.
When she's like, "Oh, thank you, Jedi, for rescuing
Yeah.
me." Yeah. Wow. That's true.
It reminded me of that moment, and I was like, that moment to me is like cemented as a very cool moment from reading that comic as a kid.
That's the best Ultimate Fantastic Four stuff ever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I was like, Padme, really cool moment. Really like it.
Yeah, that was good.
And it's great because also I was like, oh man, she's getting like put pretty damsel in distressy here.
I know. I was really hoping they didn't actually have it be like she has to be saved by Jar Jar and C-3PO.
Yeah.
Like she's less capable than Jar Jar and C-3PO. But no, she's can handle herself pretty well.
It's also really funny when C-3PO was like, oh yeah, Jar Jar, like where's Jar Jar? And C-3PO was like, oh, Jar Jar went to go save you. I feel like she just like almost rolls her eyes or like does not react to that. Really.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. I do think something we haven't really talked about too, and it's kind of obvious and common for a cartoon, but every episode is trying to have some kind of like moral lesson to it as well. And they have those quotes at the beginning of each episode.
Yeah, this was like, don't underestimate who can be a hero or something like that, right?
Yeah. And it's like, power isn't always like the most valuable attribute in an ally or something like that. And it's like, hey, even the stupid idiots can help sometimes.
Yeah. Bad message though. In this instance, well, just if I take that a step forward, and you can apply it in different ways. If someone is incapable, like Jar Jar Binks, they don't have the skill set to go into such a specialized area, and try and just push forward and succeed just through courage with no skill or wisdom or knowledge, you're done for.
Oh yeah, I mean he can bumble his way through when there's one super battle droid and Newt Gunray as the main bad guys. If Jar Jar was put in the Lair of Grievous episode, he would be dead.
Jar Jar in the Lair of Grievous episode with Anakin's Jedi hood on.
Still pretending.
Yeah.
There are a couple more Jar Jar episodes I'm thinking of. I think one is in this season, and it is like a little more serious.
You know what? Give it to me.
All right.
I'll take it.
I haven't watched it since... This is another one I haven't seen since it was on TV, and I'm really enjoying watching the ones that I haven't seen in forever, because I'm like, they're not that bad. I like them.
Like I said, I don't know. I've really been enjoying all of these for the most part. I don't think there's been one where I'm like, oh my god, like what a slog to get through this episode. Like the silly ones have been fun for me. Like so, I'm like, cool.
And it helps that it's just a one-off of Jar Jar too. It's not like a 4-episode Jar Jar arc.
Yes, the perspective switch actually is super nice for this show.
Keeps it very fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's great we get, and I'm jumping super forward and won't talk about it too much, but like the Kit Fisto perspective. Awesome.
Yeah, so cool. And each one, like we said, it is these are 3 like standalone-ish episodes, but they do have like that Newt Gunray through line. And then like in that 3rd episode they have like Ahsoka and Luminara come in on the hologram and like discuss what happened in the last episode for a second, and it's like, okay.
I did think that was really cool.
Yeah, it's just like little connective tissue to keep it like feeling like a propelling forward plot and everything.
Yes, and it really fleshes out the universe too and makes it feel so real, because at that specific moment too, I was like, oh wow, like this feels like a real war, like where everyone is communicating and like going on missions all the time, and like yeah, maybe Ahsoka and
Luminara. Yeah.
Luminara like started that incident, but they maybe that he escaped. They got called somewhere else. Kit Fisto's nearby, like picks it up. The war handoff. Like I'm like this feels real and awesome. Like,
Yeah.
very cool.
Well, yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, and at the end of their episode, they're like, "Oh, I think Master Fisto is over in that area where we're getting the tracking beacon from, or
Yeah.
whatever." So it's like, sweet, let's see him.
By the way, not to really jump forward to that episode too much. I think that's the most we've maybe heard of Kit Fisto so far.
I don't know if he's spoken before.
Oh, okay,
until
yeah.
This.
I was gonna say, never noticed he has somewhat of a Jamaican accent to him. It's like
kind of goes with his dreads a little bit.
yeah. I only like started hearing it like a third of the way through too. And then I was like, every time he would speak, I was like, wait, because at first I thought it was just sort of like a Valiant, because he does kind of speak in a Valiant way too.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, I couldn't tell.
But you're totally right.
Yeah.
He does have a little. And I guess before we move on to the second episode, unless you have other stuff to say about this first one,
Nah.
just like in the movie, Anthony Daniels is doing C-3PO in this episode. So they got the real C-3PO. They also got Ahmed Best, the real Jar Jar Binks, doing Jar Jar in this.
That's interesting to me because he sounded different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, maybe there's all. I thought about that too. Like, always a difference of like voice acting versus like fully embodying the character in the moment or whatever, maybe too.
I was gonna say maybe it's because he had more lines, but I don't know. He had a ton of lines in Phantom of the Menace.
Yeah.
But
and it's 10 years later too. Maybe just his voice is a little different.
I feel like he spoke quicker as Jar Jar in that, and maybe that was like a directing note because they were like, we have this amount of time.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But yeah.
No, you're right. I think in the movie he is a little more like got this weird like graveliness to his voice sometimes too. And this one he's a little more like squeaky and quick.
Yeah.
But
his design was like kind of like gross looking too, I gotta say.
Yeah. I hate his outfit with the little like purple tie thing that he had. I did not like looking at that. And how his eye stalks are what's holding the top of the hood of the robe.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No, not great.
But yeah, this ends with them capturing Newt Gunray and taking him as a prisoner. And now that leads right into our second episode, Cloak of Darkness. And this is where Luminara and Ahsoka are trying to get information out of Newt Gunray, and Ventress is sent to get him back.
She's got to prove herself, okay? She's let down Dooku a bit too much lately, which we'll see as
similar to Grievous.
a recurring problem with his recruits there.
I do like how so far, other than in the movie, Dooku has only shown up on holograms to be like, "Hey, you're not doing a good job."
Yeah.
But it's cool. It kind of builds him as like the background big deal threat, and it'll be a big deal when we do actually see him in real life.
And sorry to jump forward again, but on that note, his line to Grievous, very later on when they find out Kit Fisto escaped, where he's like, "Well, then there's room for improvements." It was like I laughed, dude. I was like, he's so funny. Like, man,
Grievous,
what a
that really
cutting
pissed
line.
off Grievous.
Yeah.
Too.
So good.
But yeah, Grievous comes in like, "Okay, I killed all the Jedi," and then he's like, "All right, nice." And he's like, "Well, actually, I didn't. I killed the young one, but not the master."
I will say I did not. I had my vision of Grievous, which obviously did not play out, and it's drastically changed. I'm starting to like this new Grievous they're building up. Like, he is kind of like, he's a slimy dude, like a slimy little coward man. Still tough, still can be scary. But yeah, that moment you're talking about was really just a really funny moment for them. Their relationship is like, I don't know. It's like Grievous like kind of feels like his pet to some degree. Or sorry, yeah. Grievous feels like Dooku's pet, but like Dooku's just like poking and prodding at him all the time.
Yeah,
I'm like, I never actually believe Dooku's gonna be like, okay, you're no longer part of the team. Like, it feels like he's just like, I don't know. Maybe it's the equivalent of throwing your kid who can't swim into the pool.
That's a good point. I mean, and Dooku is just kind of a pet of Palpatine too. So it's sort of just like, you know, because Dooku says, like, oh, you've kept this at a stalemate for too long. We need more results. Kill more Jedi and stuff. And it's like, I wonder if that's his mandate, because, like, as far as Palpatine's concerned, he's trying to keep it at a stalemate for as long as possible, I think, until more plans come together and things. But, yeah,
Well, I guess that's the Sith way. Everyone's used by everyone.
yeah, and even Grievous uses his little pet monster that he has in this. But we got to talk about the second episode first.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Ventress.
Yeah, I mean, this one we have Commander Gree. Oh yeah, Luminara's clone commander with the green armor. Green armor, and his name's Gree.
Mm-hmm. And his death is gruesome.
No, he lives.
He does? Is he
Yeah.
not the one? Maybe it's just another one of the clones then, who, like, Grievous, or no, sorry. Who gets used as, like, a weapon to bash into the other Jedi. Which episode did that happen in? I might just be
was
mixing up the two episodes.
the next one, I think.
Sorry, okay, I'm still
No, it's
thinking
okay.
about a layer of Grievous.
But-
Sorry.
Ventress might have done that in this one too.
Yeah, someone definitely grabs a clone trooper and uses it to
Really?
body slam into another. I thought it was Lumina or whatever.
No, I think you're right. Actually,
I think it is-
that does happen.
It's just not Grievous. Yeah, it's Ventress who does it. I think.
I think Grievous does it too.
Oh,
in
okay.
The next one.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe.
Yeah, but Commander Gree, his hair is really awesome. He's
The
got
double
the
mohawk.
double buzzed mohawk.
Yeah.
Like red, orangey. I had a nice little action figure of Commander Gree. I don't know if I still have it or not, but
That reveal is a very. I was taken aback for a moment. He's
what, his hair?
Yeah, not one you're expecting in the. I don't know.
He doesn't have too much personality, but I do love the way the green armor looks. It's fucking awesome.
What are the new guards we're introduced to here called again too?
They're Senate guards or Senate commandos, I think.
Okay.
That's what they're called. The blue guys.
Yeah.
The one guy that was like the blonde haired guy that was the traitor.
Yeah.
So this episode, I guess the theme is like a little bit interesting, because really the main conflict is Ahsoka being too aggressive or overconfident, but then also learning to like trust her instincts and stuff, which is, I don't know, it's interesting because there's this part where Newt Gunray is trapped in the cell on the ship, and Luminara goes to fight Ventress, and Ahsoka's like, I don't think you can handle Ventress by yourself. And Luminara's like, hey, I'm like a Jedi Master, I can probably handle it. And then she leaves, and Ahsoka's like, oh God, I don't know, should I stay here like she told me to, or should I go help her? And you know, the Senate guard is obviously trying to convince her to leave so he can do his plan, and he's like, hey,
Yeah.
that's what makes us better than droids, is we can decide our own choices. But he's the bad guy.
Yeah.
But he's also right.
That was kind of funny because I was like, but this in the context of like their hierarchy, this is bad advice.
Yeah.
I mean, her Jedi Master was like, stay. And
I
as
know.
we've seen in this episode also, not listening, or no, sorry, that's in the next episode, but not listening to, man, I keep jumping to the episode.
No, it's okay.
I watched them back to back and they just felt so combined.
Yeah.
Not listening to your Jedi Master can get you killed.
Yeah, for real. Even when they're not your master anymore, and you've knighted yourself and you think you're hot shit.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, how embarrassing. It's like, it's so
that
early
guy
on.
thought he was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nadar, I think was his name.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but like that guy, the Senate commando, is like, hey, you do what you feel is right. And it turns out she did need to go help Luminara because Ventress was proving to be too much for Luminara to fight.
Which, by the way, what did she do? That she like got her leg pinned down with metal?
Yeah.
But I was like, that can't be though, because the way the metal came like crashing down, it would have destroyed her leg. Like, but you know,
No,
maybe
it just pinned it.
Yeah. I was like, maybe I shouldn't focus on that too much. But like, normally they're good about showing like, oh, like it was kind of stopped by like a force blast,
Right.
and like the impact was lessened, but it fell from such a big height at like such a strong impact. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, no,
Like, it's
you're
her
totally
leg.
right. It should have like shattered her
Yeah.
her leg.
But yeah. But Ahsoka to the rescue.
Yeah, and then Gree in that moment is like, I wouldn't. I'd listen.
Yeah.
I'd listen to orders. It's like, yeah, I know you would. You always do. The freaking clones.
Hey, but he's kind of validated.
Yeah, yeah. And Newt Gunray does get away because Ahsoka left, but also he probably still would have anyway because Ventress would have just killed Luminara and then come up there and kill Ahsoka.
Well, Luminar is going to die by the end of this war anyway, so
Yeah, well, not yet.
we can say both these things would have still happened.
I guess you're right.
Some things are just destined.
That's kind of the nature of the Force.
Yeah.
But man, good. I would say really good lightsaber fight in this when Ahsoka and Luminara team up against Ventress.
The only thing I don't like is how easily Ahsoka force blasts Ventress away. And
Into
maybe,
like that pipe.
yeah, like maybe element of surprise there, but also like they show us earlier Ventress versus, is it Luminara? Sorry.
Yeah.
Luminara versus Luminara, like try and force blast each other. And it's an awesome shot. Like, of them, like sort of pushing each other back a little bit with it because they're both so strong about it. So then for Ahsoka after that to just come and like, Ventress goes flying back into a pipe. I'm just, I'm a little, with the Ahsoka fights, I'm a little just like, you shouldn't be doing as well as you're doing.
No, I know, because she even holds her own against Ventress solo for a second early on.
Yes.
She's also got a lot of nicknames for everybody. She keeps calling everybody like, you slummy bog witch and stuff like that.
Which, by the way, someone in one of these episodes mentions droids hate nicknames. I forget who mentions it.
It's in this one where, because there's like that Treadwell droid, which is going into the reactor room that Ventress blows up. And one of the clones calls him like TK something something, and he goes like, and then they're like, okay, sorry, TK42S.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not TK because that's
something though.
Stormtroopers, but whatever. Yeah, and that really made me start thinking. Thank you for reminding me of that because I forgot. But in that moment, I was like, huh, is that true?
Yeah.
And then I started thinking about. C-3PO always calls R2-D2 R2-D2. He never says R2. He always is going like, oh, it's good to see you, R2-D2. R2-D2, it is you. And Luke is always calling him R2 and stuff. And then C-3PO is always referring to himself as C-3PO.
Yeah. Something to that.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, and I could see if we dive into the psychology of a droid, which is a book I'm writing. Look for it. It's coming out next October.
Wow, you have a deadline for it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, gotta hurry with it too. So we gotta work through some of this stuff because not so many droids to analyze so far.
R3, we got R6. And
yeah, true. We got R6. I've been taking notes of like all the R droids that I got to keep track of now, and I was like, oh man, R6. Who also, I got so off my original point, but it's okay because I forgot where I was going with that anyway. R6, they love playing with my emotions over these droids. Like, how come those droids specifically, those models, are always in such perilous situations?
I don't know.
Like, they're cute,
die. They're kind of cute, and but they're capable too.
Sure. Oh, psychology of a droid though.
Yes.
I did want circling back to that. I feel like from the original movies. Maybe it's just, I'm thinking Han Solo specifically, but when we see droids like referred to, it's like kind of derogatory or like offhand very often. So like, and those names go along with it, Yeah. So I feel like that's part of like, but kind of like calling your dog a mutt, saying like, get out of here, mutt. Like, and so maybe they hear that all the time. They're like, man, I'm not that.
No, I have a name. Yeah. I think you're right. I mean, Han Solo is a good example because he is like super rude to C-3PO all the time.
Yeah, whole chapter on him.
Yeah, okay. How he's like an example of like the average like human relation to droids. Yeah. And like Luke is like nice to droids, but
he's an anomaly for sure.
Yeah. But he still uses nicknames.
Exactly. So even as an ally,
R2. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like, bro.
It's like implicit actions versus explicit actions.
It's like it's kind of like he does like a little. It's like he's using like a little accent or some kind of vernacular that maybe he's not quite supposed to be using.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen like.
But he thinks he's cool with them, so he thinks it's fine.
We haven't seen like beep back at R2D2 yet or something. You know.
No. You're right. Some things say that like they don't even understand what R2D2 is actually saying. They just
like it's a sense.
Yeah, they're just like yeah, we get it.
Yeah.
But if he's connected,
it's very
to a ship,
nuanced sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay. All
yeah.
right.
If he's connected to a ship, there's like a readout of what he's saying. But
wow, that's kind of scary too. You know, because if you just are doing generalizations on it, imagine being R2 and people are just sort of projecting the idea of what they think you would be saying in that
it's
moment
that's
onto
not what
you.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's why it's good to have C-3PO around.
Chapter 4.
He can translate. Okay.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
Just trying to plug it.
I'm really interested in this book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I will be your first purchaser if I, hop on the pre-orders fast enough.
I was gonna say, yeah, if you're able to, if the website's not crashing.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not gonna plug this podcast though.
In the book?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Not even like in the foreword or anything.
Nope, not a mention of it.
All right.
Well, I won't even mention you and how I got into Star Wars.
I mean, that's okay. You don't have to do that, but it would be cool to, cross promote a little bit. I mean, we're promoting the book on here.
October.
So
next October.
Promote the podcast in the book. I guess it would be over a year away.
It's kind of weird to promote a podcast in a book, though.
Well,
because every podcast listener reads, but not every book reader listens to podcasts.
Okay, great point. What else about this episode? You mentioned, but before Ahsoka shows up, the fight with Ventress and Luminara is really good.
Yes.
Like, the camera moves and everything is fucking cool. And, like, there's this one part in particular that's a long tracking shot where they're in this reactor room where there's a big, like, central generator and then, like, a scaffolding ring, like, catwalk around it. And there's one part where they're really going at each other and the camera's like behind Ventress while she's like advancing on Luminara and Luminara's backing up and they're going around in a circle and the camera like kind of swoops around like behind them and it's really nice and exciting stuff. I feel like.
There was a lot of good stuff like that in this episode, like with Ventress specifically too. Mm-hmm. The scene earlier too, where she's setting up like the bombs that she's going to explode later too. I was like, man, this scene feels like it felt so different to me for a moment, like higher quality than any of the other scenes. Like,
I know. Maybe we need to. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but like maybe we need to start clocking like who's directing each episode a little more.
Yeah, true. That's a good point. But like, because the music production there, and like not something I will typically super notice, But I was like, oh, it feels really good here too, like ramping up for the moment. Just the shot was cool, like everything. Also, I really like this new Jedi. She's cool.
Luminara? Yeah, she's cool.
Because we haven't seen her before, right?
She is in the movies in the background. She doesn't. She's one of the Jedi Council members. She doesn't really talk or anything. And she was in the one episode of the Tarkovsky Clone Wars where her and Barriss Offee and Yoda are on the planet where you get the crystal to build lightsabers and those chameleon droids are all up in there. You remember that? Yeah. That's her.
Okay.
Too.
Oh, gotcha.
So we have just a tiny bit seen her before. But
felt new to me this time. Yeah. So which I guess probably for a lot of people also that this is the introduction to her the canon one, I guess. Yeah. Well, I guess she's in the
movies, but not background. Really. Yeah.
But she's cool. I like her. I like the way she uses the Force, like her voice ability with it. That moment, the surrender moment with Ventress, I thought was pretty cool, where she like puts her hands up and then the bombs go off.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that I guess did she know about that and was like sort of pre-planning against this Jedi because she uses that specific ability often. I also wasn't sure. I was like, was Ventress actually affected by that at that moment, or was it just like her little playing game into it?
Yeah, I don't know.
I couldn't tell. I was like, oh, maybe she was affected by it.
Yeah, no, I don't know either. But that is a cool moment, and I also a new use of the lightsaber that I don't think we've seen before. When Ventress jumps down the elevator shaft and she stabs the lightsabers into the wall to like slide down slowly.
Oh, we've not seen that before?
I don't think so.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
I don't think so.
That feels like something that would naturally have popped up, but yeah, maybe it just hasn't. I feel like no. Did Luke do something like that though in the book?
Maybe.
Like I feel like
in
he
the
was
Thrawn book.
Yeah, he was and like there was a tapestry that he used to blockade off a
Yes,
certain
that was
section
part
at
of
one
it.
point or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Maybe yeah. But
Well, at least we've never seen it visually
yeah, yeah.
in a maybe it's in a comic too or something, but I don't think it's in any of the movies or anything.
Well,
Um,
certainly cool.
yeah, and Ventress is very like acrobatic and sneaky in this one. It's pretty nice.
You know what's wild from her in this one too? I was like, whoa, was not expecting that from Ventress. Have not heard her do this like creepy Chucky laugh before.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
does.
When she had like double locked up Ahsoka and
Yeah.
Luminara.
I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
what the hell? It's scary, dude.
And then as soon as they escape with Newt Gunray, she just kills the Senate guard that was the traitor because she wants all the credit for Dooku.
He should have kept his fat trap shut.
Oh, he was being all cocky and arrogant at the end there.
Mm.
Yeah.
It is kind of the little bookend that was funny of Gunray first being to that guy like, oh, I always like had faith in you or knew you were great or whatever, and then he says to Ventress at the end like, oh, I always had faith in you, assassin.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, crazy 0 to 100 moment in this too from Ahsoka when they're like interrogating Newt Gunray at the beginning, and then she freaks the fuck out.
Yeah.
Puts the lightsaber up to him, and she's like, "Talk now, or I'll gut you like a fish," or whatever. And then Luminara's like, "Whoa, do not do that.
Please remember the Jedi way."
But she's like, "No, I was just joking. Like, I'm not actually gonna do that."
That is always weird. Like, I feel like Star Wars does this every so often, and maybe it's because like this is aimed at children as their core demographic, but it'll be like the master says something like, don't do that, the person does it, and then they're validated in not having listened to their master. And it's like, the master's like, I guess I can learn from you too. And like in theory that's a nice message, but I feel like that happens so often with the cat. And also it's like, I guess you want your Padawan character to be a protagonist, so you want them to like do things of their own fruition and not through others, so that's probably part of the reason too. But like, the message I feel like is somewhat like, it works if you listen to your instinct and not what anyone else says, even if they're like an elder with expertise and knowledge who's training you. Like,
and it kind of makes the masters like, okay, well, are they stupid or what? Like,
yes, that's the other big thing for it. It like, I want the Jedi Masters to feel super cool, like super knowledgeable, super wise, like have their flaws and faults, but like, I want to see their competency too, like to get to that level. And in like they're all, the ones we see are all like in positions of power within this war.
Right.
So it's like,
they're leading units of soldiers and stuff.
Yeah. So I want to see it.
Yeah, and I guess Luminara, maybe her fault was just underestimating Ventress, and if she was actually matched up with Ventress well enough, she would have been right to tell Ahsoka to stay there. But Ahsoka's like, you don't know, this assassin is crazy and really powerful. And I guess she is. I guess she is.
Yeah. First time we saw her using these sticky bomb things. Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
that was felt a little bit not like a weapon she'd be using.
Yeah.
But I also, like I said, I like the surrender moment. So I'm like, okay.
And she's kind of like this sneaky guerrilla mission type person. Oh, cool boarding crafts too. These like pronged pincer things that jab into the
I don't remember what they look
Venator class thing and drop off the droids inside. It's pretty cool. And we're starting to see a lot of these cannon armed super battle droids too that fire the pink rockets. There was like one of those in both of the first two episodes.
New toy for the market there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is.
I mean, I had a toy of it.
Yeah, there you go. By the way, every time like Ahsoka is on screen with Ventress, I just kept thinking to myself, I was like, man, Ahsoka, I wish I could show you Anakin fight Ventress in the Tarkovsky series.
Yeah.
Like, I want you to see what he does to her. Like, I want you to watch that. I want your reaction to that.
That's your master, you know? Yeah.
Like, what would she say? That'd be crazy. I want to see her see that, which I know is something I can't get, but like
No? Well, we will see crazy stuff. I promise. There's crazy stuff in this show. And, like, these episodes were good. Yeah, I would say the Lair of Grievous one is even really good. Maybe great.
Yeah.
But we will get to, like, fantastic stuff that is, like, wild, I think.
Okay. Big words.
I know. I don't want to overpromise. And it's not like every episode is... It's not going to get to a point where in, like, season 6 and 7, all of these episodes are fantastic now.
Yeah.
But, like, there are some really awesome ones.
Does it start to pick up steam with, like, okay, we're actually, like, moving every mini arc towards something bigger?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Definitely for Ahsoka as a character. Like, pretty hardcore. Yeah. And, like, yeah, different, like, big plot moments, too. Like, the clone troopers and the Jedi as a whole.
Okay,
you know?
okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got to see some clones getting brutalized in this one, too. Ventress decapitates one. That was pretty gnarly.
I love to see the clones get taken out. Sorry, but it's like...
No, it's fun.
It's a great way to show how powerful the bad guys are. Because, you know, typically they're not really getting a chance to actually kill anyone but just, like, robots and stuff. So.
As they said in the Lair of Grievous episode, have you ever killed a Jedi before? No. Me neither.
Yeah. Fun moment from them. Yeah. I like that, yeah.
And Grievous says to Dooku, like, how am I supposed to kill Jedi when all you give me is battle droids, bro? Like, they can't do anything.
Yeah, but whiny Grievous, though.
Yeah.
Whining to Daddy that he doesn't have enough toys to win the war.
Mm-hmm. It's like, bro, you got a lot of toys. You got your monster in there.
Your doctor droid's fixing you up, like, weekly, dude.
Yeah,
like...
for real. That guy was fun. The Doctor Droid, a fun character.
Too bad he is a victim of the senseless droid beatdown of Kid Fisto.
He gets decapitated too. Yeah, well, we can move on to that one.
He was a sassy droid.
Yeah. He had a little attitude to him. Yeah. You will experience some discomfort. That was a cool moment when he's pulling Grievous's faceplate off for a second.
Oh my god! You know what else I guess I wouldn't call it so much a cool moment, but visually fun for me, and maybe not in an intentional way, but maybe so. The moment when we see, like, you know, in cartoons, like, the cartoon character opens their wardrobe, and let's say it's Arthur, for example. He always wears his yellow sweater, so it's just like 10 yellow sweaters.
Yeah.
You just have like 10 Grievous masks. And all the body armor stuff. And I thought it was so funny, and like just like a fun like animation homage, I guess. Again, I don't know if it was meant to be that or just like this is Grievous's lair. Maybe both, you know?
Yeah.
But I was like, this is so fun. Like, I love that. That's funny.
I think it looks pretty cool too on the design aspect, like that. Yeah, the row of masks up top, and then like his legs all up there and everything.
He can accessorize a little bit though. He doesn't need to be wearing the same mask every time.
You're right. I was like, let's get some color variation in there.
Yeah,
maybe one with like he's kind of got those big silly ears going on. You know, make them bigger one time.
Or maybe like if you want to like mock a Shock T, you know, do a little Shock T design with your masks.
Yeah.
It's like you're like Shock T Grievous.
Uh-huh. Well, he does love killing Shock T, so.
No.
Well, yeah, so this one, as we mentioned, Kit Fisto gets the call, hey, the tracking beacon for Newt Gunray is on this planet. Go there. And it's a trap. Newt Gunray's not actually there. His voice in the chair when it's facing away sounds totally natural, like he's in the room, and then as soon as it spins around and it's a hologram, it gets the hologram effect on the sound of it.
Yeah.
So a little silly, but whatever.
It's also like funny because I don't know why. I guess for children maybe, but I would think that children probably also aren't stupid in the sense where it's like, okay, they're not showing us the character speaking,
right? And
like the chair is facing the wrong way, like. This seems like it's a suspicious situation.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just pulling up the Wikipedia on this so I could remember the name of the clone commander in this one, who also has an awesome design, the red and like the little shoulder pauldrons and stuff.
Yeah.
But we were saying, who directed the Cloak of Darkness? Dave Filoni himself.
DF,
Yep.
as we call him on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
You love that too. You're always like
Calling him
DF,
DF.
DF, yeah.
Yeah. I am always saying that. The clone commander in this one is named what the fuck? Come on. Phil.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so
Phil.
they go there, and Kit Fisto's old Padawan, Nadar, who's a Mon Calamari, is there as well. And this dude is real cocky.
He's a little brat.
Yep.
And I not even in a way where it's like he's rude or anything really to Kit Fisto. He just like is the worst. But when we are introduced to him, I thought like there was going to be something nefarious with him. 'Cause you're like,
really?
oh, who is this? Like, what's going on? And there's like a little moment when he takes the hood off, and then immediately he's like, yeah, I wish you were there, Master, like for the ceremony, but I'm happy to be at your side now as a Jedi Knight.
Yeah.
Yeah, day one.
I mean, I could see where like they could have potentially been having him set up to be like some kind of traitor or something like that. But
Well, the more I thought about it, I was like, it wouldn't really make sense though, because like Kit Fisto knows this Padawan. He's been training him. Like, yeah.
But we were also talking last time about, are there any horror aspects to Star Wars? And I would say this is the closest we've gotten so far to a horror episode of this show.
Grievous is creepy when he does not have his legs and is like crawling around in the dark.
Mm-hmm. And they have the moment where it's like, oh, it's so dark in here, we got to turn on our flashlights, and they're looking around, and then like exploring the abandoned lair and seeing like the statues of the Kaleesh warriors and stuff.
Super cool, by the way.
Yeah.
I love getting the little glimpses of like the battles that Grievous, I guess, has won. Like, super awesome.
Mm-hmm. That was really cool.
Was there anything there that you like recognize from any Grievous stories, or is it just like sort of completely random and nebulous at the moment?
I think that's just like his species, and that maybe was him before he got blown up and turned into Grievous.
Oh, yeah. I figured they were like monuments to him, but I guess that could not be the case as well.
Yeah, I mean, they could just be other famous warriors of his species, but I think it was him. And I was trying to look that up if they actually had that confirmed or not, but it didn't say anything.
Those shots were really cool,
Yeah.
though, and like the way it lingers on them for a second as they're moving forward.
Mm-hmm. It's like a little bit of that horror movie element to it. And you're right, like when they initially encounter Grievous, it's really cool. Like they're holding him off, and then they're like, okay, shoot the cables, and then the clones like fire cables into him, and he's like ripping them up, and like they take his legs off, like you said, and then he's crawling on the ceiling and everything. Like, man, pretty awesome.
Yeah. Oh man. And like I said, I'm starting to really like this like more cowardly characterization for Grievous, and like just seeing him like have to retreat back to his doctor drawer was fun too. And then it like starts to a little bit for a moment there. I feel like the X-Men are like in Arcade's murder world or something,
right?
Because Grievous has like his computer screen, just like
the trap door.
Like this place has been prepared for anyone who comes in, like Home Aloneing that shit. Like,
they got a big monster in there. They got the lava trap door. No, you're totally right. But the lava, pretty brutal seeing the clone like just straight up fall into the lava.
Yeah,
like
dude.
We see him like sink in there while he's like screaming and flailing around. I'm like, holy shit, okay.
Clones go down this episode.
Yeah,
for
they,
sure.
they all die.
Yeah.
All of them die in this one.
We see the effects of it on the Jedis too, which is interesting.
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh, Nadar doesn't care. But then there was the one where he was like, oh no, they're going to pay for this. There's going to be revenge.
Mm-hmm. And then, that's, that's kind of, he's sealed his own fate by going that route. And as Yoda says at the very end of the episode, meeting power with power is not the Jedi way. Through this war, we could lose ourselves. And it's like, okay, Yoda, I mean, I agree with you, but you do that all the time. And like, that is what war is.
Yeah.
You understand? You are like a supporter of the war at the end of the day. So like,
No? Look, dude, we're all one war away from selling out our old Senate friend's daughter.
Yeah.
Our people are starving. You got to do what you got to do. That could be you tomorrow. You don't know.
You're right. Might sell you out to the separatists.
Oh, okay. But really, it'd be part of our plan, right?
Yes.
And you didn't actually.
Oh, right. I forgot about that
Yeah,
part
that's,
of it.
me too. I was like, okay, I guess weird out to give him, but
Yeah, but she's nice.
yeah. It was nice though in a way where it felt like it was scolding him though.
Yeah,
And it's like I feel like he doesn't really deserve the scolding. Like
Like,
he didn't know they wanted to execute you.
no, he didn't. And she is so like your classic what do you call it? Like centrist Democrat, like status quo upholding, like non-revolutionary.
Yeah.
Like, no, trust the system.
Yeah.
Like, even if your people are
Just
literally
vote
dying.
for more food.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you literally just said the vote was delayed
Yeah.
and is going around in circles.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and she gave no solution to otherwise than that. She's like, I know, but just like
you gotta trust us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because the separatists are bad guys.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
and
it's
they
like,
may be promising you food and resources, but
they'll betray you.
yeah.
And like, yeah, they probably will. Like, they will bring war to your planet and backstab you and all this stuff. She's right, but like, I don't know. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry, I don't know how we circled back to that.
no, it's okay because I was talking about selling you out.
Oh, don't do that.
No, I won't.
All right. You'd be having to do these alone.
Hey, dream come true.
I was gonna say, I saw the excitement glimmer in your eye for a moment there.
No, I would.
Joe, 2 hours where I can talk about Star Wars by myself.
Don't have to wait to speak until this guy's done.
Yeah.
No, that would be not fun for me.
Yeah.
I'd much rather it be something I'm sharing with somebody else that is intelligent.
Yeah, getting to watch these episodes that you haven't visited in a long time too.
Yeah.
I also, my one of my favorite things is just like sharing media that I like with people.
Yeah,
So
same.
Yeah, I'm sure that's like also super fun. Just being like, I like Star Wars, and I'm glad I liked it. That was nice too. It would have been bad if like I was not into it at all.
Well, I don't know if we would have gotten this far if you were not
That'd
into
be
it.
crazy if I was like every episode. I'm just like,
I hate
God,
this.
Luke's such a whiny dork still. Like,
I guess we'll
yeah.
do 3 more hours of
Oh, great,
episodes.
a Gungan episode.
No, you said you liked it. But Nadar fights some Magna Guards in a cool way before getting killed by Grievous.
For a second, though, I thought the Magna Guards were gonna give him trouble too.
Mhm.
Also, I will say, I think Grievous did him a favor killing him.
What do you mean by
You
that?
think it's a hot take?
I mean,
This is my viral hot take of the episode.
what do you mean by that?
Well, okay. Here, the reason that I think Grievous did Nadar a favor in killing him is because if he hadn't killed him, we already saw the flashes of a future fallen Jedi within Nadar, I think. And we've seen what happens to fallen Jedi when they die in the wrong ways. Exar Kun, thinking back to that. And he died
Trapped in
here,
the dark side.
probably still in good Jedi mode.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
he's just chilling Jedi heaven now, one with the Force.
Okay.
If he just existed further, would have spiraled down. Terrible future for him.
If
Terrible
he had
eternity.
successfully killed Grievous in revenge, you're right. You're actually right.
Yeah. So, I'm sorry. It was do or die time. Grievous or Nadar. It's good that Nadar died.
I like to think there could have been a moment if he was about to, if he had Grievous, on the ground and he's
Yeah.
about to deliver the final blow, that Kit Fisto could come out and convince him not to do it.
Oh, right as Nadar's peeling off his mask with his
Yeah.
lightsaber.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be sick.
Dirty move from Grievous when he kills him, though, because he pulls out a gun
Yeah.
with his third arm and
Which
just
is
blasts
also
him.
for the first Jedi kill we see of Grievous, really in this series.
Yeah.
I'm not a super satisfying kill, but I
No.
guess it's a kill.
But his fight with Kit Fisto is really good.
Yes,
Really well directed. Awesome choreography.
Kit Fisto is super cool in this episode
Yes.
the whole way through. Also, the way when he kills that giant monster, which I forget what it's called.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. I also forget.
Kind of a boring look, to be honest. Not like super cool.
No, it looks like that Pokemon. What like the final evolution of Garchomp?
No, I have no clue.
Or no, is it just Garchomp?
Just super blocky to me,
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
with sharp teeth and blocky features.
It's like a little small, skinny Rancor. Oh no, it is just Garchomp. It looks like it does look like that.
Oh yeah, more
Um,
blocky though.
Yes, you're right.
But when Kit Fisto does like his final little killing blow to it, where he like flips his lightsaber downwards and just like stabs into it, I was like, ooh man, you're cool. You're cool, Kit Fisto.
That was cool. It is a Rogwart named Gore.
Rogwart. Yeah, Gore. Yeah, I like how Grievous seems upset. It's like, Gore! Like,
Yeah, he got upset when
Yeah.
he was killed. Yeah.
I don't know the backstory of Gore. Ooh, dude.
It's like the little Rancor master in Return of the Jedi when he gets sad.
That's
when
exactly
the
what I was going
Rancor
to
dies.
say. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say they should, like, pair up those two for some group therapy.
But that's what makes Star Wars elevated to the next level is like little moments like that where you're like, oh, there was a whole story there.
Yeah.
That story is probably not the most interesting if we were to get an episode of the backstory of Grievous and Gore or this Rancor Master and the Rancor. Maybe not the most exciting story, but it feels like there's something there.
I feel like there's a Rancor Master story out there for sure.
Oh, yeah. There's literally a collection of short stories called Tales from Jabba's Palace, and I guarantee you that is one of the chapters of Perspective.
Yeah, I was going to say, I would like almost put money on that. Like,
Yes.
stuff from the original movies, my thought process would be like most of the stuff that gets like a notable mention on screen has sort of been like mined to pieces.
Had like a short story about it
Yeah.
at the very least.
Yeah.
Yes, I think in the originals, you're absolutely right. Every single named or side character has at least a short story about them, if not more.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah. Which is cool.
I would do it too. If they gave me the opportunity, they were like, pick something.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay.
Pick a background guy
Yeah.
here and write a story.
Do a little Scurrius story. Is that, no, what's his name? Not the rat. The rat is not Scurrius, but
Who are you thinking of? What?
Jabba's little rat. That
Oh,
laughs.
Salacious Crumb.
Salacious Crumb.
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
want to say Scurrius.
Hey, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can say Scurious if you want.
I think that's a rat monster in a video game.
Scurious.
Yeah.
It just makes me think of like Sirius Black from Harry Potter. But Kit Fisto is a total badass in this, and when he gets both lightsabers, the way he holds them all like close together and they're going out the opposite directions, I was like, hell yeah,
Yeah.
this guy is fucking cool.
More Kid Fisto coming up?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
I would say he doesn't get as much focus as I would love, but
More Plo Koon coming up?
yes, yeah,
He's cool too.
he's cool.
See, these guys now, I'm liking them a lot more. Like, I
Yeah.
thought they were just cool from a design perspective now. Now I'm starting to get to know them. This Clone Wars series is a good opportunity for things like that.
Absolutely. We got to know Luminara a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we've already got focus of several Jedi. You know, Yoda, we obviously know already more than the other guys, but, you know, we will have Mace Windu episodes, Kiadi Mundi episodes.
Do they introduce any new Jedi in this
Yes.
show?
Yeah.
Like that we've just not seen? Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking about the other day too? I was like, man, I wonder if they're, because there's Jedis of like basically every alien race, right? Or like every alien race has the potential for their species to be a Jedi if they've, I guess, reached like normal cognitive intelligence, whatever the baseline for the universe would be.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's probably Jedi that like are physically unable to maybe like exist on land or something, you know?
Right.
Like maybe there's like specifically like this is a Jedi that exists on their water planet and they can only really like maybe they have a water ship, they travel to other water planets, or like this Jedi like exists in like only the specific environments their species can survive in. Are there Jedi like that we get introduced to later on where it's like they weren't involved in any of this stuff because they can't leave certain environments or anything like that?
I think so. I can't honestly remember specifically, but it is making me think of, and I can't remember their name, but one of the masters from the Tales of the Jedi comics that was like that giant jellyfish thing, it couldn't really go anywhere because it had to be like in this tank all the time.
Oh, man.
So it's kind of like that.
Yeah, yeah. I do vaguely remember that now, yeah.
And then there was that tree Jedi that like planted himself over all the cache of
Oh,
lightsabers and stuff.
that was a sick moment.
Yeah, yeah. And then they tie that into the Dark Empire stuff, and Luke goes to that planet and finds all the lightsabers.
Yeah.
That was good
That was
stuff.
cool, yeah.
Yeah, but a little sad that Kit Fisto can't handle. Well, he's holding his own against Grievous, but then like 4 Magna Guards show up, and he's like, "Okay, I gotta bounce." But
So I guess Ahsoka's a much stronger fighter than Kit Fisto. If we're doing power rankings based on how they're showing it to us.
no, because Ahsoka got knocked down by Grievous real quick.
Hey, Ahsoka has held her own against some people she shouldn't be holding her own against.
You're right. But she got her cool unorthodox stance.
True, that throws everyone off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we didn't talk about this, but I also love the moment when Lumina like calls out. She like reads Ventress's fighting style and calls it out as the sloppy version of Count Dooku's. And like that really pisses Ventress off.
Yeah.
Great little moment.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, wow, like if you watch the way they fight, they actually do animate that very accurately, where it is very similar to Dooku's style, but a little less like graceful. And it's like, damn, that is the good stuff right there.
Man, I want to see an on-screen Dooku fight again.
Oh, we will.
Nice.
We will.
Okay.
I don't think that's too much of a spoiler to say. We'll get some Dooku fights.
He has a habit of popping up in surprising places, as Kit Fisto says.
Oh, yeah, that was funny that he got to interact with him a little bit.
Yeah.
Via hologram. I know. I liked. It was funny hearing Grievous like name drop Kit Fisto and stuff too. Just like, I don't know why, but
yeah,
I was like, oh, you know his name.
Like, yeah, you guys can interact, huh?
Okay,
cool.
I guess it makes sense. He would know the names of like at least the most famous like 10 Jedi, and Kit Fisto's one of those.
I wonder if Grievous, if we've ever heard him say Yoda.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Question. I don't think in them there's any real plot stuff.
They haven't interacted at all yet, but
yet?
Well, yet for sure, but I genuinely don't remember if they do or not in the rest of the show.
Yoda. Just I can't imagine
Yoda.
Yeah.
Just reminded of when Palpatine, when they fight in Revenge of the Sith, and he goes like, "My little green friend." I was like, oh, no one's ever said that he's green before. Like, no one has ever made reference to him being green.
Yeah, that's weird, Palpatine.
I
Don't talk about that.
But Palpatine's racist. Like, Palpatine, I mean, canonically, like, he does not like aliens, and he's racist to non-humans.
Well,
so it fits for his character that he would be thinking about that kind of thing.
How are you? I guess bigotry comes in many shapes and sizes, but how do you have that position in this intergalactic hierarchy and you're still being a little bigot?
Well, he masks himself as like a liberal, lover of everybody for a long time. But then at that point, he's dropping the facade.
But why does he have that hate within him?
Got to read the Plagueis book.
Oh, there's stuff about it. Okay.
Absolutely, there is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They get into.
I'm getting hard pitched every episode on this book.
It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, I do want to check that out.
They get into like the politics of like the Gungans and the humans on Naboo, and they're like, Palpatine's like, yeah, those fucking Gungans, like I see them come out of the water every now and then to come and like buy stuff from us, but as long as they stick to their swamps, I don't mind them too much.
Do him and Plagueis ever like gossip about it together? Like,
yeah,
we hate these stupid aliens. Like,
they do.
Interesting. Okay.
And yeah, I mean, Palpatine was raised in a super elitist, like, intellectual household or whatever. Yeah.
He's very posh.
Yeah. But it's cool because he's also like a shitty politician's son who like it's said that this is early on in the book, so no spoilers, but it's said that when he was a kid, he killed 2 guys by running over them with his land speeder. He was racing in a land speeder and killed 2 guys, and they like hushed it and sent him to another school and stuff.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he's like a piece of shit from the beginning.
Damn. That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah.
Gotta learn more about Palpatine.
Let's see. Is there anything else in this episode?
Trying to think if there's anything else cool about the layer of Grievous itself.
Good design, the interior of the building.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine Grievous living there. Felt like it made sense for him to have his doctor droid there, stitching him up all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny that Dooku has like remote access to all his droids, though.
Yeah. Oh, you turned my guards off.
Yeah, and put them in the charger.
Yeah. So, do you think he like physically went there before
No, I think
Kid Fisto and them got there to put him up in the racks?
I think you must just be able to be like key command like 27, order 65, and that's when all the droids.
Okay.
Yeah, they go to their charger.
Ooh, Palpatine actually does show up in the Cloak of Darkness episode on a hologram too.
Did he? Which one was that?
The one with Ventress. He just shows up for a second talking to Dooku about like, hey, you put a lot of faith in this assassin.
Yeah, who's already failed us before.
Mm-hmm,
I do remember that now.
Just sticks out because we don't really see him very much yet.
No, and good to know he's getting updates on things.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
He's got his finger on the pulse of his whole two-sided war that he's gonna win no matter what.
Puppeteer. Everybody's just playing his little game.
Man, bummer. It's sad a little bit thinking like how effective Order 66 is gonna be for killing a bunch of these Jedi.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, really?
Most of these guys are gonna die.
Yeah.
But good batch of episodes.
Yeah.
And it makes me excited to keep watching.
Clone Wars so far is good.
I'm glad you think so.
Yeah.
And it just gets better, really.
And now I get why you're always like, DF. The man's DF.
Wait, what? I know you literally said this to me earlier, but what is that?
Dave Filoni.
Oh, Dave Filoni. Yes. My man, Dave Filoni. Yeah. Sorry,
it doesn't look as much like you say that if you forgot. It immediately makes it look like I made it up.
You're right. Now you know why I'm always saying DF. I can cut out the part where I didn't remember that.
That's fine.
I was trying to turn
keep it in.
Gears of my brain so hard. Oh, bro, I got a Commander Cody card as well. By the way, we talked about it off mic. Little update. I got myself some Star Wars Unlimited cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing a 24-hour stream where we just play the game, so look forward to that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's not that bad of an idea. I don't know about 24 hours, but...
It'd be cool to play it on like a live or something.
Yeah.
I'm a little bummed that I'm like leaving tomorrow now, though, because I'm like, this weekend could have been spent learning the game.
I know. Well, we can figure it out when you get back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to continue watching the show. We don't have too much of season 1 left, really. We're moving right along. So let's just say that for the next episode, we will be watching. Let's do 4. 4 episodes, because they're 2-parters in a row.
This guy's crazy. 4 episodes.
We got episode 11, Dooku Captured. We're going to see Dooku in person.
Okay, I will say I saw that title and I was like, that's intriguing to me. And I read the description and it was like, Dooku's captured by pirates. And I was like, still may be good. But I was like, oh, okay. Some Jedis are getting their hands on Dooku. We're going to get something awesome here. And maybe.
I don't remember this episode really off the top of my head. So.
Which means it's not that crazy a one because you don't frequently go back and rewatch it.
But that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
No, yeah.
They're just the ones I remember being cool that I rewatch. Sure. It's not like from some list of like essential episodes versus filler ones or whatever. So I'm sure that I'm forgetting like some really good ones.
I'm not trying to game your system here.
No. That's why we're doing all of them. I'm not trying to curate this so we can have new opinions and unbiased look at the show.
You know why I think I have a bad connotation though with the space pirates thing? I feel like the last time someone was boarded by pirates was Han Solo in the original Marvel series when they were it was like Amazia, the Den Mother and all, and like the Jackson, the fucking hedgehog or whatever.
Yeah, dude. No, Jackson was the Green Rabbit.
Oh yes,
but there was the hedgehog guy too.
Probably Quill was his name or something like that.
Okay, this Dooku Captured episode does introduce I'm not going to say anything else about it, introduces a big character.
Whoa, okay.
A very commonly reoccurring character.
So this pirate's going to be like a big deal, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Do I know this character already?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Very interesting.
I don't think so.
Did you This is a very specific question. When you were glancing at my Star Wars Unlimited cards, did I have a card of this character?
I don't know. Okay. I don't remember.
All right.
There is a card of him in the deck building game though.
Oh,
he's that big of a character.
All right.
There's an animatronic of him at Disneyland.
Okay. I didn't know they had like Star Wars animatronics, or I guess I just never thought about it. But do they have like a bunch? Is it like a museum of it or what?
No, he's part of a ride.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many like Star Wars rides are there?
Just 2.
Okay. Is it like at least a section of the park is like all Star Wars?
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's a whole Star Wars land area.
Is there shows that are Star Wars themed you can go watch?
Yeah, they're little, but like there will be stuff. It's all sequel bullshit, but it's still kind of cool. They'll have like Kylo Ren and some stormtroopers come out of a ship and be like, "Hey, like we're looking for a rebel sympathizers in here," and stuff like that.
Okay. I did see people also like, I guess there's like a lightsaber making blind box thing with the crystals. Like it was like, I'm trying to get Kylo Ren's like black kyber crystal or something to make my special lightsaber.
Yeah, they have like a lightsaber building forge and also like a droid making factory thing there, which I have not done those because they're really expensive, but they seem cool.
Dude, oh my god, I totally forgot to tell. I almost bought a lightsaber the other day.
Really?
Like an expensive one too. But it was some guy I was talking to off Craigslist. And I just happened to see the lightsaber ad. So and I was gonna pick it up, but it was $250 for it. It was a nice looking lightsaber. It was a green one, but he was like, the light doesn't always stay on. And I was like, oh, kind of defeats the purpose of a lightsaber.
For real.
I was like, maybe. He was like, maybe it could be fixed. And I was like, well, I don't know. I don't trust myself enough to like be able to figure out how to fix it if I'm putting money into it, you know? So,
yeah.
No lightsaber, but
oh well.
One popped out. I was like, whoa. It was like a high quality one, so that's why I was like, might be interested.
Some of them are real nice.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So for next time, episode 11, Dooku Captured. Episode 12, the Gungan General. Jar Jar episode. Episode 13, Jedi Crash, and episode 14, Defenders of Peace.
They did the mash. It was a Jedi crash. Is there a character that you really, really like that is introduced in this series that has not been introduced yet and you're like super excited for them to be introduced? I guess not, because if it's not top of mind.
Right.
There's probably cool characters still.
Well, there are, some really cool ones I can think of that are just in like a few episodes here and there. What I would say is just that like Rex and Ahsoka become like much better characters than they are now, and so like we've met the characters, but they haven't really become as cool as they will be. You know,
Ahsoka is in like such a fickle place for me, where like she can easily oscillate between me liking her and disliking her at the moment. Yeah. So needs something to really cement her in.
I just thought of a couple characters that I really do like actually. Okay. So yeah, there are some more.
All right,
there are some more.
Couple characters.
Yeah. I mean, and hey, you know, Cad Bane is coming.
Yeah. Oh, too. True. Yeah. But is he? I didn't know he was coming in this.
Oh yeah, he's in this show.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sorry, spoiling on accident.
No.
Okay, now that you got my mind going, there are actually several characters that are
interesting. That makes sense why that card was part of that pack. Then I guess.
Yeah.
I thought he was a newer character for some reason.
No, he's first started in that. Yeah, I remember the ads for him on Cartoon Network.
Really? Okay, interesting.
They really marketed him hard.
Little gunslinger.
He is like he's got like a straw in his mouth and that kind of
Yeah.
Western cowboy.
I can
guy.
dig it. I like cowboys.
No, he's cool. He's pretty cool. I wish I could do a good impression of his voice, but it's got some like modulation effect on it that is not possible to do with your mouth. So
I could do.
well, we'll hear him.
I'm Cat Bane.
I was like Grievous.
I'm Cat Bane.
Oh, Cad Bane, like that. Well, that wasn't very good. But...
now I can't wait to hear.
Yeah, it was just like that. Well, now we're gonna be meeting a lot of new characters actually, and yeah, next episode, like I mentioned, this pirate guy, pretty big character in the show.
Okay, all right. Maybe a little Amazia Denmother popping up here.
I think it is.
That's great.
She's back.
That'd be crazy. I'd love to see her in the Clone Wars style. All that pink.
Me too. It would be fun if they at least did like a little reference, like have her and Jackson the Rabbit show up in the background of a bar or something like that. Just
a little quick, bar fight that that's going on back there in the middle of something. Yeah, that'd be fun.
That would be fun. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time.